Welcome to Algebra 2. This is Chapter 7.5, Exponential and Logarithmic Equations. In this section, we're going to use logs to solve for x when it is in the exponent. We will also use exponents to solve for x when it is found inside a log. So we're just going to jump in with the first example. We have 27 to the 3x power equals 81. So we need to solve for x. Right now, we have x in our exponent, so the first thing we need to do is get x out of it. In order to get x out of the exponent position, we need to use the log function. If you recall, there's a property of logs where if you have an exponent inside your log, that can be dropped down in front. So we're going to take advantage of that property and use that to solve for x. So I'm going to do this two different ways because it doesn't matter what log you use, but one could be easier than the other one. So the first thing I'm going to do is just use log base 10 to get x out of the exponent. So what you're going to do is log both sides. So whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Because we have the log and there's an exponent in our log, that's going to drop it down in front. So now that 3x is down in front being multiplied by log 27, and it's equal to log 81. We're going to solve for x. We need to get x alone. So everything's being multiplied. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 3 and log 27 on both sides to get x alone. So x is equal to log 81 divided by 3 times log 27. So put that in your calculator. We get, if I could turn it on, there we go. We get log 81 divided by, and use parentheses so it multiplies by 3 first, and then do the log of 27, parentheses, parentheses, press enter. Your answer is 0.44, and that as a fraction is 4/9. Now there's another way to do it. Well, there's multiple ways to do it, but I'm going to show you how to use a different log, so a log with a different base, to solve this as well. And you're going to get the same answer, but we have 27 to the 3x power equals 81. If you're good at exponents, you notice that 27 is also 3 to the 3rd power, and 81 is 3 to the 4th power. So you can take advantage of that by switching, well, by using the log base 3 instead, because 27 is an exponent of 3, and so is 81. So if we used log base 3 of 27 to the 3x equals same base on the other side. So what we do to one, we have to do to the other. That brings the 3x out of the exponent and down in front being multiplied. Now we can work our logarithmic magic. So we have log base 3 of 3 to the 3rd power, log base 3, 3 to the 4th power. All right, so again, we have an exponent with our log, so that gets dropped down in front. Exponent with our log, so that gets dropped down in front. So we have 3 times 3x log 3 of 3 equals 4 times log 3 of 3. By the identity property, log 3 of 3 equals 1, so those we can simplify. So now all we have left is 3 times 3, which is 9, x equals 4. Solve for x, and you get an answer of 4/9. So same answer, but we use two different types of logs to get there. I'm just showing you both options. You can use whatever method you would like. We're going to do a few more examples just like that first one. We have 5 to the 2x power equals 130. So we need to get that 2x out of the exponent. So what we're going to do is take the log of both sides. So let me rewrite this. So we have 5 to the power 2x equals 130. Now I'm just going to take basic log, so log base 10, and take that to both sides. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Because you have a log and an exponent, that's going to drop the exponent down in front to be multiplied. Wow, stop it. Okay. So like I said, you drop that exponent down in front, and so now we have 2x times log 5 equals log 130. So to solve for x, we're going to divide by log 5 on both sides. And we also need to divide by 2. So we have log 130 divided by 2 times log 5. So let's plug that into our calculator. Whoa, stop it. Whoa, all right. Anyways, so log 130, not log 13, log 130 divided by 2 times log of 5. Make sure you close those parentheses off, and you get an answer of about 1.51. So for yet another example, let's do 3a together, and then I want you to do 3b for homework. So we have 7 to the 4x power equals 800 in 3a. So yet again, we have our x in the exponent position. So to get it out of there, we're going to log both sides. It doesn't matter what log you take. I'm just going to use log base 10. So log both sides. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Now that exponent's going to drop down in front and become multiplied. So we have 4x times log 7 equals log 800. To solve for x, so to get x alone, it's all being multiplied, so you're going to divide by 4 and divide by log base 7. Cancels on the left, and on the right we have 4 log base 7 on the bottom. So let's plug that into our calculator. So we have log 800 divided by, use parentheses, 4 log 7, parentheses, parentheses, and your answer is about 0.859. In 3, they say to check your answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go backwards in my calculator, and we're going to plug this answer in for x. So first thing we're going to do, because it's 4 times x, I'm going to multiply my second answer by 4. And then I'm going to raise it to the exponent, so 7 to the power of that answer. And it equals 800, so then I know that my x is correct. So don't forget to do 3b on your own and get your answer, and then make sure that you double check just to make sure that your answer equals 400. In problem 4, we have a example about managing forests. And let's say we have a lumber company that has 1,200,000 trees. They want to harvest these trees each year at 7%. We want to know how long it'll take for them to harvest half the trees. So we're going to use that equation, the exponential equation, where it's P1 plus R to the T power. P is your starting amount, so we are starting with 1,200,000 trees, 200,000, sorry. And we're actually harvesting, which means we're taking away, which means it's decay. So we're going to use 1 minus our R value, and R is 7%, as a decimal is 0.07. So plug in 0.07 for R. And we're going to leave T because that's what we need to solve for. So our equation is 1,200,000 0.93 to the T power. We want to know how long it'll take to harvest half the trees. So if we're starting with 1,200,000, half of that amount is 600,000. So half of 1.2 mil is 600,000. All right. So like before, we are going to use logs to help us solve. So we're going to solve for T. First thing we can do is divide by 1,200,000 on both sides. 600,000 divided by 1,200,000 is 0.5. So we're left with 0.93t equals 0.5. All right, so now we have our exponent that we need to get out of there, and so we're going to use the log function. Log both sides of your equation, so that drops the exponent down in front. So we have t times log 0.93 equals log 0.5. Divide by our log 0.93 to get it alone. And now we can plug it into our calculator and solve for the time. So we have log 0.5 divided by log 0.93. And your answer is 9.55. So about 9.55 years it'll take to harvest half of the trees in their forest. Got it. Number 4 wants to know how long it'll take if you only harvest at 5% instead of 7%. So if we're using 5%, then our R is no longer 0.07, it's 0.05. So let's backtrack. We had 1,200,000. Instead of 1 minus 0.07, we're going to have 1 minus 0.05. And then everything else stays the same. So here we go again. We're going to solve for t. So first step is to get t alone. So we're going to get rid of our multiplication of 1,200,000 divided on the other side. 600,000 divided by 1.2 million is 0.5. To get rid of t in the exponent, we're going to log both sides. So that drops the exponent down in front. So we have t times log 0.95 equals log of 0.5. Now to solve for t, you're going to divide by log 0.95 on both sides. And we need to plug that into our calculator to solve for the new time. So instead of 0.93, we're going to plug in 0.95 and see how many years that would be. So it's about 13.51 years to log half of the trees if they went at 5%. So now that we've dealt with x, or our variables, in the exponent, we're going to have the reverse. So now our x is in our logarithm, and we need to get it out of there. And the way we get it out of there is we take the inverse, which is raising it as an exponent. So let's just look at these two examples because it makes more sense when we just do it. So we have log of 3 minus 2x equals negative 1. So notice our x is inside our log. So we need to get rid of log. The way we do that is we look at the base, and there is no base, so it's implied that it's a 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise both sides as a little tiny exponent. And we're going to do that to both sides. So now we have 10 to the power log 3 minus 2x and 10 to the power negative 1. What that does is it cancels. So 10 to the power log base 10 cancels. And we have 3 minus 2x, so that drops back down. It still equals 10 to the negative 1. So then all we have to do is solve for x. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we have negative 2x equals 10 to the negative 1 minus 3. And then divide by negative 2. And the whole thing gets divided by negative 2. So plug that into your calculator, and you get an answer of 1.45. And got at number 6, notice that we have two different logs. So we need to combine them into one log. And remember, when we have subtraction, that leads to division. So they have the same base of 10, and it's subtraction, so that leads to division. So now we have 6 divided by 3x. Now to get rid of our log, we're going to raise both sides to the power of 10. So we raise both sides to the power 10 because that was our base of our log. and then it cancels the log.